4 minutes. We're going to get started a minute early because I am excited. So, if you want to come in and have a seat, anybody that wants to have a seat now, we are going to get started. Anybody else want to be seated? Okay, thank you. Good afternoon. I'm Greg Burton, Chief of School Police for the Duval County Public School System. Thank you for joining us today on this historic occasion. Today, we officially announce not only the establishment of the Duval County Public Schools Police Department's first K-9 unit, but also the first firearms detection dog in Northeast Florida. Now that deserves a big hand. I want to introduce to you now our newly formed Honor Guard. We started this year, and this is their first performance. So would you please stand for the presentation of colors by the Duval County School Police Honor Guard.
Left turn, march. Detail, halt. Present arms.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, arms. Mark time, march.
Let's give them a hand. They were so nervous. Please be seated, everybody. Please be seated. Good afternoon again. Thank you. We are honored to have you all here today. I would like to acknowledge the elected officials and special guests that are here with us today. Our school board chairperson was here, but she had to leave for another event, so I just want to recognize Dr. Kelly Coker. Also, Assistant Chair of the school board, the Honorable Cindy Pearson, the Honorable Darrell Willey, the Honorable Lori Hershey. There we go. And I think that is all of the board members and special guests. She's not a guest in her own house. Superintendent Dr. Diana Green. But a special guest we have with us, the Honorable Sheriff Hardwick from St. Johns County. Thank you for being with us today. Now, I would be in trouble if I didn't say another special guest. My wife, Ms. Lakeisha Burden, and her mom and my son. Thank you all for that. Over a year ago, I had an idea of starting a K-9 unit in our police department. I asked Lieutenant Amber Gazdick what she thought about the idea, and she enthusiastically said, "Chief, I've been trying to start a K-9 unit for the last 2 years. I want to introduce to you now the catalyst, engine, and force behind the starting of this K-9 unit, Lieutenant Amber Gazdick, who will then introduce K-9 Officer Maverick."
Thank you, Chief. Good afternoon, everybody. K-9 Maverick was born on April 16th, 2021 in Huntsville, Alabama. K-9 Maverick's father is a personal protection service dog. He was donated to the Duval County School Police Department by Limitless K-9 on March 17th, 2023. Sergeant Christopher Bennett traveled to Huntsville, Alabama during spring break to obtain K-9 Maverick and issued Officer Baker during the break for their bonding period. Maverick and Officer Baker began training with the Clay County Sheriff's Office K-9 unit on March 20th. The Clay County Sheriff's Office has been instrumental in the training of our officers and K-9s since January of 2023. When we requested to join them for training, they did not hesitate to offer their knowledge and experience to us and welcomed our officers. Clay County Sheriff's Office Deputy Mark Mertz began working with our officers daily on imprinting and obedience training. Officer Baker and K-9 Maverick showed incredible progress in a very short amount of time and were able to complete their National Police K-9 Association K-9 Firearms Detection Certification on Wednesday, April 24th. The certification process includes locating several hidden odors and objects in different quantities within a specific time frame. K-9 Maverick is the first firearms detection K-9 in Northeast Florida. The St. Johns County Sheriff's Office has been assisting the Duval County School Police Department for 2 years with the process of beginning a K-9 unit. Lieutenant Burrell and Corporal Converso assisted with the creation of the unit. They both spent countless of hours meeting and speaking with me on their own time. The St. Johns County Sheriff's Office assisted the Duval County School Police in obtaining our second K-9, K-9 Leo, and Deputy Doug Kowalski is currently training K-9 Leo and Officer Conley. Deputy Kowalski is a K-9 handler and trainer dedicated to the schools in St. Johns County. The Duval County School Police would like to thank both agencies, Leica Saving Paws, Chimney Lakes Animal Hospital, Limitless Canines, and Smart Paws for their dedication to our unit. Thank you.
And now what we are all here for, the swearing in of our newest officer, K9 Maverick. K9 and Maverick, if you would repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will uphold, protect, and defend the Constitution and government of the United States of America and of the state of Florida. That I will use my extraordinary abilities to detect and protect the students, staff, and visitors to the schools in our district. And that I will well and truly perform the duties of a K9 detection dog for the school board of Duval County, Florida, on which I'm about to enter, so help me God. Officer Maverick, welcome to the department, and now we are going to present him with his badge. This badge is a badge of public trust, and we know because of his previous training and how well he has done in an extraordinary amount of time that he can be trusted. So I will present this to the handler. And we will, isn't this a beautiful, and his paw print will go right here. And we do have the pad for his paw print. Okay. Now, just like every employee of the Duval County Public School System, he had to have an ID made, and he had to get an ID employee number. So we are going to present him with his ID so he can get into any building in the public school district. So, what's that? What would a K9 officer, K9 be without a K9 handler? This is a special moment for us. We put out the call to all of our officers, and we asked officers to step forward to want to be our first K9 handlers. And so I am proud to say that Officer Joe Baker has successfully completed the K9 Handler School, and let me tell you a little bit about him. Officer Joe Baker has been with the Duval County School Police Department for a little over 3 years. Originally from Detroit, Michigan, he moved to Florida in 2001 with his family. He started his law enforcement career with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office as a bailiff prior to joining DCSP. Joe and his wife, Lisa, a nurse for Baptist Hospital, have 3 children, and of course, naturally, they have 2 other dogs, and they're female dogs as well as the 3 daughters. Joe, thank you for stepping up to take on this challenge. It's going to be a big job, and you have successfully navigated this with the utmost grace. And there's one thing that you may not know about Joe that I think is very admirable. And I think he is still in school.
No.
He's finished Bible school and with a degree in theology. And you can tell when you see his demeanor, the type of person he is. So I'm going to pin him with the K9 pin. Matter of fact, I don't think I want to pin him with the K9 pin because I'm not going to get too close to Maverick because he will probably protect his handler. So, Joe, I'm going to give this to you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's give them another big hand. Okay. Now, after being in the school district a year, I announced to Dr. Green at one of our cabinet meetings, I said, I want to start a K9 unit. And Dr. Green said, what kind of dog? She was like, what kind of dog are we talking about? I said, Dr. Green, it's going to be a nice dog. We're going to, and then she was like, well, who's going to feed them? How much food are we going to have to? After a lot of questions, she is very thoughtful and she thinks everything out. She gave us our thumbs up to create the first K-9 unit. So at this time, I want to turn the program over to our superintendent, Dr. Diana Green.
Thank you, Chief Burton. I do want to say, under your leadership, this school police department has thrived and has become very innovative. And so really, we need to give you a big round of applause, Chief Burton. This would not be possible if it wasn't for the dedication and work of a number of people. And I am here this afternoon to present these individuals with a coin of excellence, which is awarded by the superintendent. And so when I call your name, if you would please come forward so I can present you your coin of excellence. First, we'd like to present a coin of excellence to Lieutenant Steve Gasnick. On his own time, drove to Gainesville, Georgia. I kept wanting to say Florida, but I guess there's a Gainesville, Georgia, and spent 2 days testing multiple dogs for the suitability of our unit. Lieutenant Gasnick trained our dogs and handlers on basic obedience and best practices. Lieutenant Gasnick is a proud service member of the St. John County Sheriff's Office under Sheriff Robert Hardwick. Congratulations. Also a proud service member of St. John's County Sheriff's Office under Sheriff Robert Hardwick is Corporal Nick Caverso. Corporal Caverso has assisted DCPS for 2 years in locating dogs, obtaining contacts in the K-9 community, equipment needed, and creating policies. Congratulations. From Clay County Sheriff's Office under Sheriff Michelle Cook, Deputy Mark Mertz, an imprinting trainer. That was unique to me, and I'm assuming that is imprinting on the dog. Conducted all training and imprinting on Maverick with Officer Baker with the permission of his agency and chain of command. Congratulations. Also, we're going to ask Officer Joseph Baker to come back. He is the Duval County School Police Department's first agency K-9 handler and has gone above, you may stay over there, and beyond in his training of Maverick. He has been incredibly flexible as we navigate this new unit. I would flip the coin to you, but I'm gonna think it's gonna be okay. Last but definitely not least, we want to recognize our own Lieutenant Amber Gasnick. Lieutenant Gasnick is a dedicated member and valued leader within the Duval County School Police Department and has overseen the progression and implementation of our K-9 program. Congratulations.
Thank you all. I know you don't like surprises. I know. And this was a new addition to the program, an amendment. Sheriff Hardwick, would you please come up?
Thank you, Dr. Green. Good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office K-9 unit, Chief, what you don't understand is they take pride in this. and this is something special that they've actually done, but this partnership that we share with you and your agency starts with leadership, Dr. Green, and that's why I'm actually here today. 33 years of service you have dedicated and committed, but one thing I got to commend you for, you have committed to this police department school safety of the children here in Duval County, not just with saying it and creating and backing a police department and a K-9 unit, but what you've done is implement security procedures here to include new procedures with, of course, your camera systems, enhanced security systems with your fences, your metal detector systems. But we, as chiefs and sheriffs, love leaders just like you because you stand beside us and support us 110%, so he is allowed to do his job with his agency. And now you have a new detection dog for firearms, and what you've done for us in St. Johns County is you will not be the only agency because my staff is cringing going, now the sheriff's going to want one. So as a small token of our appreciation, Dr. Green, for your 33 years of service to Duval County and keeping our children safe in this county, because as you know, Duval County and St. Johns County, we're darn close to being one. You either live in our county and work up here or work in our county and live up here. So Dr. Green, for your 33 years of service, and again, Officer Baker and K-9 Maverick would not be here today without your support of Chief Burton and the agency. So on behalf of me and the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office and our K-9 unit, congratulations on 30 years, and thank you for your selfless service. Thank you, ma'am.
No, don't go anywhere. I want you to come up. Dr. Green, come here. Dr. Green, I was an officer in the Army, and I was a chief in Duval County School. Chief in the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. I know leadership, and you are one of the best leaders I've ever worked. And so I asked our team, I said, we have to give Dr. Green something.
Can I get a puppy or something? Maybe I was gonna get
So,
freak my husband out.
no. So we kicked around a lot of ideas, and somebody said, hey, why don't we give her a department flag? And I said, great idea. We don't have a department flag. So guess what? They designed one for this occasion, and it will be our department flag. This is our unveiling of our new flag. So, Dr. Green, on behalf of the Duval County School Police Department, we want to present you with our first department flag. So we have one that's in a case that's over there that we are going to, we already had it so you can, place it at in a very important place in your house. When people first walk in, it's the first thing we want them to see. And so, if you would, Dr. Green, I want to present this one to you as well, and we'll take that for you, so you don't have to carry it around. We have all kind of quick presentations. Dr. Green has given me she's given me the flexibility and support to do a lot of things with this police department. And we have started a lot of different units. And one of those units is a community engagement unit where we have designed that unit to engage more and more with our young people, as well as the community at large. Well, Sergeant Amy Thomas, who is a master of everything, she is unbelievable. So she has introduced our first coloring book that she actually designed and dedicated the coloring book to none other than Maverick. So thank you. These will be in all of our elementary schools. And yes, Dr. Green, we're going to pay for the printing out of our budget. So thank you, Sergeant Thomas. That comes to the end of our official program. But if you want to stick around for a demonstration on what Maverick can do and how he detects the firearms, there he is right there. So we'll have, Dr. Green, you probably don't want to sit there. And I'll let one of the K-9 personnel say how they actually detect the dogs, detect the firearms.
Maverick has a unique ability. He tends to air sniff, where he begins to, Joe, I'm trying to explain your process with him.
Air scenting.
Air scenting.
When he gets into odor, he just kind of starts sniffing the air. You can smell it, whichever way the wind is blowing.
He is very excited about his job. He is very good at detecting not only the metal of the firearm, the individual different types of gunpowders in the firearm, as well as gun oils that are typically used. And we have a demo that's been placed in the room. It was placed before anyone got here today. And we're going to see if he does his job, earn his badge.
No pressure. See, woo, that's a good boy. Look at that good boy. Woo.
So how does he, when he hits on an item, what does he do?
One of his most noticeable changes in behavior is a head snap. When he hits odor, it's just sniffing, sniffing. He's pretty much direct to odor.
Okay.
So what he found was a Glock 9mm handgun.
Fully unloaded.
No magazines.
It is a prop. It was not a prop, but it's a training.
It is a training gun.
Training
It's
gun.
used for training
Yes,
purposes
yes.
only.
Well, folks, thank you all for attending this ceremony. I'm so proud of the women and men and K-9s of this agency, and so thankful for all of our partners in law enforcement. And once again, thank you, Dr. Green, for all of the support and all of you out there. I want to thank Chartwells for the snacks that are out in the lobby, and also a couple of ladies from, it's Megan and Samantha from Smart Paws. They're here with us. There they are right there. And donated Leo for us. So thank you all for coming and attending very much. Please enjoy the rest of your day.